There's something different about this Hollywood baby shower. No paparazzi chaos, no over-the-top celebrity circus, just candlelight, soft music, and a couple who look like they've escaped the noise for one perfect moment. Because when Pete Davidson and Elsie Hewitt finally let fans peek inside the celebration for their first baby, it wasn't the fancy flowers or the giant cakes that caught everyone off guard, it was what happened between them when they thought nobody was really paying attention. The first glimpse came straight from Elsie's own Instagram, and it instantly sent fans into a frenzy. Instead of a flashy Hollywood spectacle, she revealed a warm, candlelit baby shower that felt almost unreal in how intimate it was. Soft florals lined the tables, stuffed animals were tucked into every corner, and two elaborate cakes stood at the center like they were guarding the whole celebration. It wasn't staged perfection, it looked lived in, personal, and filled with people who clearly adore her. Elsie stood in the middle of it all wearing a burgundy-striped dress that highlighted her growing bump, smiling in that quiet, glowing way only moms-to-be can. And as fans scrolled through her carousel, it became obvious, this wasn't just a baby shower. This was the moment Pete and Elsie finally let everyone step into their little world. But the sweetest detail was still waiting in the next clip. The deeper you look into Elsie's photos, the clearer the theme becomes. This baby shower wasn't just cute, it was downright adorable. Pink teddy bears, soft bunny decor, pastel balloons, the whole setup looked like it was pulled straight out of a storybook. And right in the middle of all that sweetness stood Elsie, proudly cradling her bump in a burgundy-striped dress that hugged every curve of her pregnancy glow. She looked calm, confident, and honestly happier than we've ever seen her. Even her caption felt like a warm hug, sweetest special S day filled with love and cake and diapers and friends and hugs and bagels and gifts for my lil bunny on the way. It wasn't a Hollywood announcement, it was a love letter to the little life she's about to meet. But nothing captured that joy quite like the moment she joined her guests for a surprisingly hilarious baby shower challenge, and this is where the night went from sweet to downright heart-melting. In the middle of all the candles and florals, Elsie jumped into a baby shower game that had everyone laughing, a diaper-changing race on pink teddy bears. She focused, tied the little tabs with the seriousness of a pro mom, and when she nailed her turn, she spun around with this proud, playful grin. That's when Pete stepped in. Wearing dark overalls and a plain white shirt, he pulled her close and kissed her like it was the only thing he wanted to do that night. No posing, no Hollywood stiffness, just two people genuinely excited to become parents. For a couple that usually jokes their way through everything, this tiny moment said more than any announcement could. But behind that warmth, there's an even deeper meaning to why this shower felt so emotional. To anyone just scrolling, the baby shower photos look adorable, but for Elsie, this moment carried a weight most people didn't see. Her pregnancy hasn't been the dreamy, picture-perfect journey fans might assume. She's been open about the pain, the complications, and the fear that comes with a body that doesn't always cooperate. From her battles with endometriosis to the days she could barely stand upright, Elsie didn't hide the reality, she shared it. So when she smiles in those photos, when she leans into Pete during the games, when she calls the day sweet and special, it hits different. This isn't just another celebrity celebration. It's a milestone she wasn't always sure she'd reach, a moment of relief, triumph, and gratitude packed into one candlelit room. And if you think their journey has been simple or smooth, the story of how fast everything moved between them tells a completely different chapter. If you look at Pete and Elsie from the outside, it's easy to say everything happened fast. Their romance went public in March, their ultrasound moments hit Instagram not long after, and by July they were announcing a baby with that now iconic caption, "Welp, now everyone knows we had sex." Classic Elsie, dry, hilarious, and completely unbothered by the chaos of public attention. But behind the humor, their relationship has been surprisingly grounded. They traveled together, supported each other's work schedules, shared quiet nights in, and showed up for real causes like the Blossom Ball for endometriosis research. These weren't staged paparazzi strolls or PR dates, they were two people building a life at their own pace, even if that pace looked fast from the outside. And the baby shower wasn't just another event on their timeline, it was the clearest sign yet that they're stepping into this next chapter together, fully committed. But as picture-perfect as the celebration looked, there's a tougher layer to Elsie's journey that makes becoming a mom even more meaningful. Behind all the laughter, kisses, and pastel decorations, Elsie's pregnancy hasn't been easy. She's been candid about the physical pain and complications she's faced, sharing moments of discomfort and concern that most fans would never guess from the Instagram posts. Endometriosis and other health struggles have made daily life challenging, and she's been honest about the sacrifices and opportunities she's had to forego just to get through the day. That's what makes the baby shower so powerful. It's not just a celebration, it's a victory. Every smile, every gentle touch from Pete, every laugh over a stuffed animal game is layered with resilience and hope. The couple isn't just preparing for a child, they're embracing a future they've fought for, and that makes each tiny moment all the more precious. And as the night wound down, it wasn't just the decorations or gifts that left an impression, it was the love they were building for the little one who hasn't even arrived yet. As the candles dimmed and the last gift was unwrapped, one thing became clear: this baby shower wasn't just about celebrating a new life, it was about capturing a moment of calm before the whirlwind of parenthood and Hollywood scrutiny hits. Pete and Elsie have shown fans that love, humor, and a little vulnerability can exist even under the spotlight. But questions linger: will they keep this grounded, intimate energy once the cameras turn their way after the baby arrives? Will the pressures of fame collide with the delicate joy they've carved out for themselves? For now, all anyone can do is watch, wonder, and root for this couple as they step into a life-changing chapter together. And one thing's for sure, if this baby shower is any indication, the story of Pete and Elsie as parents is going to be just as captivating as their whirlwind romance.